With it right here with who I started with, be something like a Spartan. It's going hard regardless. I'm from the 826 plus 5. Mo bitches, A-Drake, no Central Coast, mob and suicide. Noise arsonist. I step in the booth and cast, I gotta keep it lit. Engineer all my music, I work hard at this.
That's right, and we're back live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. This is the channel where the raza hangs at, the channel where the people come to get the opinion of the people for the raza, by the raza. That's just what it is, man. Unapologetically, aquí, ya saben que rifamos, man. Gracias all the day oneers. Gracias to everyone inside that members only, the backbone of the community, man. They've been there since day one. I appreciate the members only. We just begun, cabrones. Where we're going, shoot. I'm taking the members only with me. I'll tell you that, man. Gracias to the members only. Gracias to all the Chicano channels. And gracias to all the Chicano pages. You already know what it is. It's nothing but love. Not even just from California, man. From Arizona, from New Mexico, from Texas, from Colorado, Florida, Idaho checked in last time. Milwaukee actually checked in last time. People didn't even know I've been to Milwaukee. Man, my life will trip you guys out, man. But it was at the right time that I jumped on YouTube, had to snatch up Chicano Tube, kick a couple lames off the YouTube yarda. And here we are, man, with nothing but peace and unity. Oh, so it seems, or so it seems, because the internet is on fire again. Chingado, the internet is on fire. We're going to talk about that right now. I appreciate everyone that's already dropping a comment, everyone that's slowly trickling in. If you're listening podcast style, that means you just got the earbuds on. I appreciate you more than you know. You could do the same thing as everyone else that's listening live or watching the replays. You could hit that like button, por favor. If you fuck with us, if you fuck with the raza, Chicanos, Mexicanos, etc., you could hit that like button. I've been seeing a lot more reactions over what we've been talking about on the channel. And so that just it just lets people know, man, that people are tuned in, and our voice, we definitely have our own table here in Califas. So I appreciate you guys. I want to make an announcement before I start off this what is it right here? Moonwalkers, infused moonwalkers, paletas, blueberry pancakes. Before that, I want to make an announcement. This is not no bullshit, not no games, not no cheese tube, none of that shit, because here we do bring to the table real life issues and real life situations. For anyone that just tuned in, maybe you subscribed because I removed Alvin and put 18 holes in him and put him on a helicopter. Maybe you just subscribed because of that video, or maybe something else. But I do want to let you know there's substance on this channel. We are going to be talking about shit that hits the raza and affects us, and that's going to be this Friday night. Is going to be at 6 o'clock, and that is Pacific Standard Time in California on the West Coast. We're going to have an immigration town hall. This is going to be solely to discuss what's been going on the internet, on social media when it pertains to immigration. Let's talk to what's happening, who's doing it, the climate, the environment, the myths, the propaganda, all of that. I'm going to be talking about on Friday night. So I already got a couple confirmations. Cholo Trucker is going to be in the building. I appreciate that. Mark Salinas is also going to be in the building. I appreciate it. He's on Texas. He's at the Texas border. Risky Business is also at the Texas border. He might join us. I got a text back from him. Joe Castro, Big Joe, a mogul. I want to say that, a staple in the Chicano community. I also want to thank him for his time on Friday night. He'll be tuning in. Southtown SD, Southtown San Diego checked in too. He wants to jump on. I can only have 10 people on at one time. It really is a little difficult as far as the audio goes, and some kind of clubhouse setting. But I want to talk about these key facts and these key issues. That way we can kind of lay some groundwork out, because the 20th, which is Monday, everybody knows, we got a new president coming in the building. And I'm going to be alluding to what the next 4 years are going to be like as far as the issues that concern the raza. So this Friday night, don't forget to tap into the immigration town hall. All guests are invited. I invited the Brown Berets. All of the Brown Berets are invited. Carlos Montes, one of the founders of the Brown Berets, he was one of the ones that was shit. He was right there at the cemetery when they're fucking putting the little cross on Mundo, and he was there in the beginning. I've invited everybody, and I've even invited some influencers on IG. Now, people are, schedules are not willing, then it won't happen. Or maybe, some people aren't mature enough to have that conversation. Maybe some people, and we'll know, they want to join the live, if you're mature enough to have the conversation. If you're just going to get all up in your pantyhose and you just want to throw Molotov cocktails and burn the city down, I mean, I would still invite you to come on, because I think the people miss out when they don't hear different points of views. How could we be objective if we don't have all the facts laid out before us? Instead of trying to intimidate somebody or intimidate a witness or to not speak their truth, we don't do none of that shit on Chicano Tube. Everyone is open. Maybe Homie Hangout joins us. We'll see what's up, man. All right, let's get back to what's going on right now. What's trending on YouTube Landia is this. Well, hold on a second. First, the Moonwalker infused blueberry pancake. Let me read some of the comments. Mile High Hustle just stepped in the building. That's right, my boy. Salabo 831. Hey, that wrench is coming, carnal. My bad. I got to go back and watch the live and pass out wrenches again. They all got reset when I added Miss Chicano Tube as a super moderator, and it just reset everything. But I'm going to be giving the wrenches back. But a wrench doesn't really make you a more day one supporter. I know who's a day zero, day negative supporter. Salabo 831 has been day negative from the soil. I appreciate you, carnal. Matter of fact, that new Casper Lokes just came across my feed this morning on NOR Records. I liked it. I put a couple gas emojis on there. NOR liked it. Um, just to let you know, gente, would I have anyone from the active north on the show? I would I would advise against it. I would advise against it because the people that I associate with, do business with, or bring on the show, etc. When you're holding that kind of G code standard still, it's I would never put anyone in that kind of situation. Absolutely none at all. If anyone were to contact me, hey Mike, can I get on the panel? Do you know who I am? I'm a gang specialist. I do gang prevention. I go to the juvenile halls and camps. I have to associate with people who are not in good gang standings. Maybe they fucking told. I don't know, nor do I care. So, but shout out to Casper Lokes. I'll always show support for someone that's from the soil, as loyal and as stand up as a guy that Casper Lokes is, man. That's all I got to say about that. But hold on a second, Hunter. We're gonna get into Drex because it seems like the people wanna bring up race wars again. We're gonna get to the bottom of that right now. But give me a second, Hunter. Blueberry pancakes are on deck. Time for Alpha Brain. And then today nomás vamos a ir a las tiendas. Yesterday was the big 44. Tulum Kitchen in San Jose was a blast. The wifey took me to a Brazilian restaurant in Gilas. I was in Gilroy yesterday in the evening having dinner between five to seven. We're over there in Gilroy, that Brazilian restaurant, Chama. It's called Chama Nativa. It's in Gilroy. That shit is popping, man. That man, that place, they get down over there. The Brazilians get down over there. Hold on, I had to. We're just gonna go shopping, but what's up, homie? New York's in the building. That's right, East Coast. The East Coast is in the building. People didn't know that back in the 90s, in the early to mid 90s, we still listened to a lot of East Coast rap because East Coast was mainstream rap. West Coast was not mainstream rap. Of course, they're gonna when Death Row came out, Doggy Style, of course, Cube, NWA, all of that, right? That sound had already been out. The NorCal rappers, Sibo, RBL, you name it. But East Coast rap, man, I gotta appreciate talent where talent is, and man, them guys over there can cut you up 1,000 different ways, man. Orale, that's right. I'm gonna tap in with you today, my pot. Absolutely, I respect it, Marvelous. I know you see the DMs, Carnal. My bad if I've been bugging you. I know you're a very busy man. Hey, I hope everything goes good in that transition. You need anything, reach out to me. You need anything, reach out to me, Carnal. Okay. OG Pookie. I'm from Watts, California. That's right. Shout out to the colonia out there. I don't put it out that, family, where I have family at, and where they're located and stuff like that. But I hinted every once in a while. Shout out to the La Colonia over there. All right, let's get into it, gente. So something came across my feed. It was this youngster Drex to join. He's been making some noise. His bars are cool. His voice, it's kind of sounds a little monotone to me. Kind of sounds like, I don't know. His voice kind of sounds like he didn't go all the way through puberty. Like he went halfway through puberty and then the voice just didn't mature anymore. But that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? When we rate these rappers, we're going to be real with it. You know what I mean? We'll tell you the bar level. We're going to tell you how much juice they got, etc. All right. Anyways, so the youngster was on a live. Okay. The youngster was on a live and he said some things that were very highly disrespectful, actually very offensive. And when it comes to a demographic of individuals on the streets of California, well, nationwide, well, probably all over the world, man. Shit, probably Snoop Dogg, took the ripping all over the world, man. He probably did. Back in 2000, I remember I had the VHS tape. It was called the dog no the Dogfather tour. Was it a Dogfather tour or Up in Smoke? Either it was, man, I can't remember. It was either the Up in Smoke tour or something like that. I had the VHS tape. Snoop Dogg going from Korea to Germany to Switzerland and just dropping all the bangers on the crowd. And that's basically how you spread a movement. So Drex the Joint made a comment and he actually made a derogatory statement about another movement in California. You know what I'm saying without me saying it. Okay. I'll give a shout out to the 372s over here in Salinas. Hold on. And he said this himself, being a biracial individual. Biracial makeup being one parent African and one parent indigenous, Mexican, however you want to call it, African American, black, indigenous American, Mexican, you name it, right? Whatever floats your boat. We're not here to discuss that today, not right now. So that to me is off. I know that right now he wishes he would have shut his mouth, never would have did that live, and never would have said what he said. But is that keeping it real? This is what I'm saying. Because what I've always understood is that the ops will respect you more if you stand on your business and not try to break it down. Okay. Two things. One was against a group segment, okay? And that's street shit, which I'm not going to get into, but you already know what he said. He said, "How could you be a Mexican and be a where me and the wife, we went to go eat, well, the whole family, the day before my birthday on Monday night. We had dinner at a restaurant in Salinas. It's in the north side. It's at the Westridge Shopping Center, and it's called Bucket OCRAB. Okay, that's what it's called. That's what he said. One thing. And then, oh man, it's not good for the youngster. This shit is not good. And then he gets on a live. We'll talk about the live he gets on with Whack. Oh my gosh, man. Whack was not there to help. Whack was there. He got Rang game on, just like the Manda world. As soon as he got on the phone with them, he twisted him up even worse. All right, man. And I'm not making this live to shit on him. This is a public service announcement to all the youngsters. If you're gonna stand on business, and everyone will respect you more. But I believe what happened was the something crossed the youngsters, not offending people crossed the youngsters' mind. And to someone that's in that mind state of it's go, it's program time, it's now, let's do it, all in, you know, whatever you want to call it, active, etc. There's no apologies in you. There's zero, zero apologies in you, and there's zero F's in you. So he would have got more respect if he would have stood on what he said. But the little butterflies, nerves, or whatever got into his system, overtook him, and he started addressing it and breaking it down, which only made things worse. Hold on, gente. Robert Richards in the building. Happy New Year's. That's right, my boy. Hey, I'm still saying Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's to you, hermano. I hope the family is blessed. It's 2025. It's the year to thrive, to succeed. That old dream that we've been putting away, I'm telling all the raza, grab that motherfucking dream, bull by the horns, start going to night school, get the second, work on your side hustle at night. You could still do that. To the single ladies that have, manage a family, you could still do all that. I know single moms that work 2 jobs, have 3 kids, go to law school. There's no excuse on that shit. But Happy New Year, Kara. Let me go back to this youngster Drex, man. He's a biracial. He said he was coming out on Rolling Loud. He got booked on Rolling Loud, which, to be performing, to be booked with King Little G, it says something about you. To book a show with King Little G, who people would argue has one of the highest bar levels right now in the West Coast, Califas, Chicano genre, whatever you want to call it. That that means your career is going somewhere for Drex and Joint. But now you got people on No Jumper looking for you. Damn it, man. Well, I guess we're talking about how we got to this point, but it's a public service announcement over to the youngsters. When you decide to go all in, just decide to go all in. I'm not saying to do it. Some of the youngsters got to learn going to the school of hard knocks. You ain't going to listen to me, much less the fucking 90-year-old man that comes in to talk to you with a guitar and a dog. When you're going to own some shit, when you're going to say some shit, you're going to own some shit. You're going to own some shit. And that's what it would have been, a better lane. It would have fizzled out. In my opinion, it would have passed in a couple days. You would have kept the Rolling Loud set. But every time you make a video and try to respond, shit gets worse, man. How about this, gente? Can someone, how does it sound or how does it look when someone that's biracial knocks a raza that's one of the races that's flowing through his blood? How does that sound? I'm really trying to get people's opinion on that. When someone is two razas, it could be anything: German, French, Russian, African, Jewish, Australian, whatever. The him or her or one of the two razas, and then they knock one of the razas that they are. They have the right to do that. Some kind of sellout vendido, you think that is? Maybe Jake. Maybe he's a Jake. There's EOP medication that's needed, that because the individual has multiple personalities, like I was calling out Alvin for a little bit, how in the beginning it looked like he kind of wanted to help a little bit. No, I'm sorry, not in the beginning was all the war stories, which I constantly tell people, anyone trying to tell war, he was trying to make money on YouTube and retire from pouring concrete, telling war stories. That's how the video started. That's not bullshit. That's not cap. But since his plans failed, he quit cloud chasing and retired, right? I basically just we life flighted him right off the yarda. But anyways, switching up, switching up all the time. So I'm just saying, man, this bump the blood soup. You know what? I want to give a rest in peace to AC Baba Louie, King Baba Louie, AC Moses. I want to give a rest in peace over to that. One of my favorite, man. This super chat that I gave Kev Mac videos the other night on I feel like something has been happening almost to everyone we've been mentioning. I said on that super chat, it was just 5, right? I got 5 on it. I usually do that. I got 5 on it. Kick Mac, sending mines from Salinas. And then I said, top 3 favorite videos. Number 1, Monster Cody. Well, we already know he passed, right? So rest in peace. And but then I reshared a video of his with Joe Rockhead on there. And then number 2, Triple OG's Summer Vacation, where Kev Mack's the only individual I ever seen do this on YouTube. The only individual. I have not seen anyone else do this on YouTube. Get 5 or 6 of founders and to bring them all in the same room together. So I put number 2, Triple OG's Summer Vacation, and one of them was the founder of the Pyrus. I couldn't remember. My bad. And it was AC Babalui, AC Moses, King Babalui. Shout out to him. People didn't know he was originally a Crip. And his story's crazy. Originally a Rip, and then founded the P. What an interesting story, man. But anyways, he rested in peace. Man, should get his book if he wrote one. And so, and then Joe Rockhead was the third one. and then Joe Rockhead comes on the channel that week. I was like, damn, I got blessed. We got blessed, man. I shared that video, and he said the Mexicans in Soledad showed him everything. All right, let's get back to Drex's joint. He says the CRAB, and then he says the N word, full ER. Shit. But I get it, but then I don't. I get it. Stand on it. You said it. Own that shit. Motherfuckers that don't own what they say, the internet will catch it. You know, they'll put 10 videos out about it. It is what it is. How come he just didn't? Well, you're doing concerts. Oh, it was about, what was it about? The bag is about to get cut. The money's about to go low. You're going to have to start looking over your shoulder. I mean, well, that's already a natural. You should be already used to that. You asked for the shit. There was actually a video. It was Hoodstocks. Shout out to Lucky. Shout out to the whole crew over there at Hoodstocks, man. They're doing their thing. As I wasn't subscribed for like a year and a half, 2 years to Hoodstocks. And then within the last year, I subscribed. Oh, for sure. You know I subscribe, especially because they're in the YouTube Yada the words. But at least they keep it a buck, man. And he's always trying to strive to, level the channel up. But as long as Lucky's there, Hoodstocks is going to be popping. That's the main factor anyways. As long as Lucky's there, Hoodstocks is alive. You know what I mean? But anyways, I don't even know how I got to shouting him out. My OG from once back in the day when it was Watts, Grave Street, Barrio. So, okay. Being half black. So, it probably is maybe an identity issue, gente. We got about maybe 5-10 more minutes. I'll wrap this one up. Maybe it's an identity issue. I get it. Hanging around the fellas, okay? Most of them, let's keep it a buck. They're Mexican, man. La raza, when I refer to la raza, it always 100% of the time is referring to la raza mexicana. When I speak, like we're trying to talk about the immigration town hall this Friday night that we're having, when I speak about la raza, I'm speaking about la raza mexicana. I keep saying that because I want people to just get that principle down. And let me let you know that with 11 to 15 million people that entered in the last 4 years, La Raza Mexicana has been less than 10% of that. So we also we'll talk about that on Friday night. Okay, we got to preface shit and really put things in content, but I want to hear people's opinion. That's Friday night. Let me wrap up my thoughts, man. I'm gonna keep it pushing. Vamos a las tiendas, cabrones. Vamos a las tiendas, man. All right, here we go. Drex joint. It's getting worser. When you got on the phone with Whack 100, Whack is the people want him like the Banda world, the king of the border. The king of the border wanted him for the numbers, and it did good numbers. It did do good numbers. But the man is looking at you like you're not on his street level. That's all I'm saying is looking at you. Nothing no under. You're not on the street level, and so he gets on the phone with Drex the joint. Hey, what did you say about NHC? And what about this? And where exactly are you? That it was gonna go bad for the youngster, man. He should have known that he walked right in a fucking trap, man. He couldn't handle it, man. Only a fucking 5-star seasoned veteran in Las Calles would have known how to handle that. Everyone else is just gonna rub their hands. Let's get the numbers. We could always have that conversation with Cash Jones. We can always have that conversation with Mr. Jones. I think it would be a good conversation about how some of these fakes, and he came out with his reality show called Exposers. Oh man, that's a whole new lane. People are saying the homie hangout, the Raza 1090 Jake. Oh man, I don't know if he wants that title. If he rejects that, I'll reject it too. Hey, don't say that shit, man. He don't want to be known as that. You know what I mean? 1090 Jake. A long time ago, he was as thin as a pencil, right? Some videos of him when he got his name or whatever, and now he's like the Michelin man. He's like Stay Puffed over there. This dude from Michigan. Oh man, I'm not gonna give him no clout. This dude all up in California's business and is not even here. My boy, you're not even breathing this air that I'm breathing right now. That takes the right away from you to try to just stir the pot up over here. Stay over there and fucking keep doing what you do over there, not over here, my boy. Matter of fact, I think over there it's probably like -5 degrees, man. But shout out to all my people. Recently was in Milwaukee. I recently was in Chicago. I recently was in Kentucky. Last year was cool, man. Last year was cool. Texas. I thought I saw, yep, I did. I saw Chemo's flicks. We're gonna wrap up first acknowledging Chemo. Every time he comes on the channel, we gotta acknowledge Chemo. That's right. I appreciate you, my boy. That's right, man. Buenos dias. Let me know if you need some chanate. I'll shoot it. Shoot the line. You know what I mean? I see what you've been putting out there, cabron, and then I haven't really seen the P Dubs or the what is it called? The latest video on on P Dubs, whether they're real or they were fake. Why not just show the whole shit? Like usually when you order something or download a file, they'll give you a certificate of like when you do a DocuSign, it'll give you 3 documents. Show the origin of everything. You know what I mean? Probably will be the best way. And if they're public websites, they're public websites way. Shout out to EBK too. He posted one time. It was an institutions list. Oh man, that was a trip, man. That was a trip because it said Mule Creek. I'm not gonna say on who, man. I'm not even trying to stir the pot, man. The people would love to see these people uh content creator series of fighting. Speaking of that, right now I'm negotiating a bare knuckle fight for you guys. Trying to do something different on content creator series of fighting. So be on the lookout for the bare. If we get a bare knuckle one, I think that'll interest the people. 1994, that's right, my boy. Real raza, not afraid of ice. They won't take. Yeah, exactly. I know. And what it is, bro, is we're gonna talk about it on Friday night because there's misconceptions. Like people see shit on social media, bro, and think that shit is happening on every corner of every block of every state in the union and in all everywhere, United States. You know what I mean? We're Chicanos, way. We embrace 2 different cultures that makes us very special and very unique. You can't take that away from us. We were raised in the Mexican also as well as the American. So yeah, 15 million people, a little bit of them were raza. The rest of them are if they are near, if the raza from Mexico would have wanted to be here by now. It's 2024. They would have already wanted to be here. So I'm assuming a lot of raza in Mexico are settled, drinking chenate, those badass little clay pinche cups. I got 2 shot glasses from Puebla, gente. I got 2 shot glasses. The new ones that you see on the studio, the little colored ones, they painted that shit right at Puebla way. You know what I mean? But put things in context to how much is it affecting the raza is what I'm saying. Because if you just look at some of these fucking bloggers, you will say, oh shit, all the raza's getting arrested. And then motherfuckers don't even want to answer the door in the middle of the night. Well, I wouldn't either. But you know what I mean? They're looking over their shoulder and shit. We'll talk about that Friday night, gente. Drex's joint, it's a bad situation. It's not going to get better unless you get off social media. There's not one person. You dug your own hole by wanting to gangbang. So you just called out some ops. That's how you feel. Why get mad when you get pressed and your helmet is under someone's foot then? You wanted the ops. To the youngsters, you wanted the ops. You know what I mean? I get it. Trust me, I get it, man. And they know what's up, man. When they hear me talking that shit, they're gonna see me today. Fucking Mikey, man. You're talking that shit again. We do what we do, man, but we're gonna keep it a buck, man. If you haven't got in, you haven't got that fucking chest blasted, you haven't walked that line yet. Think about it, man. I would say get in school, get in a trade school. Don't go no 2-year route unless you need to. Go for the top money, man. Google 5 top paying jobs in California. 5 top paying jobs in California. You ain't gotta like what you do, but when you get paid, you're gonna laugh. You're gonna smile, you're gonna live a good life, man. Do that, and if you're working, make that your night job, man. Hustle, let's get it, man. That's roll call. Man, it's 2025. Motherfuckers still arguing. No way. That's a California fucking thing, bro. Other YouTubers over the nation, they're in Idaho. They don't know what the fuck is going on. They'll tap into Chicano tube because, we're the voice of the fucking Chicano calle. You know what I mean? They'll tap in over here and they're like, what is it? Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, it's a whole different world. And that's why we're the mecca of podcasting because people fucking find it so interesting. You know what I mean? Like the second channel, first or second channel, Big Herc's channel. All he was doing was getting heads on there and they were telling stories of some real ass shit some people lived. And that blew up. Big Herc was getting 500,000 views on videos. Shout out to Big Herc. He's a day oneer, and I got his direct ship. I actually held a meet and greet for Big Herc at one of my Monterey offices on Cannery Road, right above Sly McFly's, in 2016 or 17. No, I'm sorry, 19 or 18. But I'll hold. Facts, Mikey. That's right. Kentucky in it. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I corrected myself. Last night we went to dinner in Gilroy and there was a Popeye's chicken. I said I went to Milwaukee and I ate some chicken that they don't have out here. It wasn't Popeye's. It was another one. I can't remember the name of it. And it was smacking. I think it was the batter way. They do something with the batter. Run to make videos, can't hold their cheeseman in. Yeah, unless that's their channel. There's cheeseman channels. There's like the Banda World, I consider him a clickbait shit talking channel. Every single caption, every time he goes live, the weenies, the rankers. All of you are rankers. And people still watch. I guess because they're rankers. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding, man. You know what I mean? Electrician is a good job. Yeah. Where's my boy at? I need to hit him back. All right, you guys. Live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. I'm out. Here's a day oneer right here. Beanie just stepped in the building. For real, for real. That's right, Gnarly Vato. All right, you guys. I'm out. I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Enjoy your day. To the youngster Drex, is damage control, is landmines, is grenades. But we knew what we signed up for. I'm out. Remember what I always say? In the end, all you got is the memories.